Turkey dispatched 10 cargo planes, and yesterday a cargo ship carrying 366 tons left Turkey and will arrive today in Al Arish port. We will spare no effort to continue to cater to cancer patients in the Turkish hospital inside Gaza Strip. On November 15, an international conference will be held whereby the spouses of the
All right, let's
Hesiod
talk about this real
will
quick,
be
man.
convened to an
Um,
international conference
I've been on a journey
for aid
of like a
to the
spiritual
suffering
awakening
of the less.
where,
Humanitarian aid
let me
delivered,
turn this down.
and the prime goal is to reach a permanent ceasefire, not
I've been on a journey of spiritual awakening, man, and it started, of course, in 2020. I would say 2020, but there was a moment or a special awakening in 2022 that opened my eye completely to see where we are in our timeline in the future, right? And I was seeing war happening back in 2020, actually 2021, 2022, yeah. I'm gonna say really in 2022, right before the Ukraine-Russia war hit. I did a video on YouTube about sensing that war was coming, and that um, when I had a bufo trip and I did the medicine and I seen like this um, accumulation of or proliferation of energy going towards war, and it's like almost no thing stopping this thing, right? And now I can say for most certainty that we're headed there. But this is a global thing, and this is like something that's going to embolden many actors. And I think the right catalyst needed to be set. And we started with the Ukraine and Russia, and now we're at another stage, and it's not going to like get better. Like, this is some very bullheaded people here who are not listening to any sides, and they're like, look, such and such did this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, do this, do that, and they're doing it, which is going to ultimately lead to a nuclear war. And what's going to happen, I mean, will be the complete destruction of a lot of major cities, because it's like a destined thing, something that is in our genetics that was placed there from events long ago. And these events that happened long ago, where when we were first brought into existence, there was a nuclear war, which is recorded in the book of Genesis in Sodom and Gomorrah. It wasn't just two cities that happened in, it's just two cities that the Bible recorded. Actually, there was the majority or all cities that were populated at that particular time were bombed because of a disagreement between the powers that be at the time. Now the powers are here, the powers that be are here now. The same consciousness of destruction is going to unleash this type of war, or this type of fighting on that magnitude, where whole entire cities will be destroyed by nuclear weapons. Now, this is not just to scare people, but it's really to bring some enlightenment about our history, spirituality, and how it relates to natural things, global events, how you can be awakened to when these type of things will come, and how you can reposition yourself away from these actors. As a matter of fact, a lot of the Bible, a lot of the scriptures is about is exodus, escaping away from these type of things as they happen, understanding the conflict, the geopolitical conflicts that are happening, and say, you know what, I have nothing to do with these actors, with what they want. I need to go along. I need to get out of here and build my own society. So the reason I'm saying this, they started an emergency Arab Islamic summit, um, which is an answer to what Israel is doing, and they're actually thinking and voting and doing and thinking about what they're going to do to solve this problem. And obviously, Israel is not going to back off. So this is going to lead to a battle between the Arab states and Israel, who both have nuclear weapons. So what do you think is going to happen? Right, there's no stopping this. So is this going to proliferate? So this Karmic Slots, I'm here to talk about, you know, my spiritual awakening, seeing war, and now I'm just seeing it play out. Things I've been predicting, just try to help people. Look, these things are happening. You have to make a move. You have to make a future planning. Maybe it won't look, the future won't look the way you think it will. Maybe it looks like, hey, if I want to survive outside of, you know, the world powers, because these world powers are going to destroy each other, I need to look in off-grid exodus away from the nucleus and the centers of these societies that have enemies, that have these conflicts, that have these things, because eventually they're going to take out the big guns and they're going to drop them. You have to ask yourself the question, if they were never going to use atomic weapons, then why did they make them? They don't make this stuff not to use it. They were always planning on using atomic weapons. It was just a matter of time, the right conflict, the right gumbo, if I should say, of bullshit that happened that will unleash all of it. And here we go. So this Karmic Slides are here just to talk about my spiritual awakening, talk about how I'm seeing it right now, talking about Exodus, talk about what I'm going to do. I mean, I don't really need people to do it with me, but I have a plan of what I'm going to do. I'm here to inspire people. Look, you got to think. You got to get out of certain areas, understand where you are and how it relates to conflict, and start making your moves now, because this stuff is going to accelerate year by year up into 2030, what they call the Great Reset. So if you didn't hear it from me, I mean, if you didn't hear it from somebody else, you heard it from me. You get the time is ticking. The clock is ticking. America's the number one, I guess, karmic, no, or has the biggest, I would say America has the biggest karmic deck, so I would say get the heck out of there. Places like Israel, yeah, karmic debt. All the colonizing nations, karmic debt, and they gotta pay for the hundreds and thousands of years of bullshit that they did. There has to be a resolution and a payment, and it's coming. So once again, signing out. Peace.